A nappy cake or baby cake is entirely made of nappies and presents for the baby. They are great gifts for the new arrival and make a wonderful centrepiece for baby showers. Roll from the narrow end. We want the wider flat end on the outside so that all the rolls are even. Anytime you need something to hold things in place temporarily, try using pegs or bulldog clips. It can be useful to have some rubber bands on hand to hold bundles of rolled nappies together. Each tier is wrapped in unrolled nappies to create a smooth surface to decorate. The top tier just needs one, but for the bottom tiers you need more. Just use however many you need on each one. And once again, rubber bands come in really handy to hold things in place. Once it gets a bit too big for rubber bands, I start using string. Mush things around to make them round. Getting the bottom tier round takes a bit of trial and error. Just keep putting some in and pulling some out and wrapping it round until you have a nice round bottom tier. There, that's starting to look about right now. And there we are, 3 tiers for the cake. You'll need to experiment with your wrapping items to find the best way to fold and wrap them. Fold them so that each one is just as tall as the tier. Pin them at the back with a nappy pin. Make sure it's nice and straight. I find on the larger tiers that I use a lot of pegs to help hold things in place. It does make it a lot easier. Once again, use a nappy pin to hold things together at the back. If you find that one item isn't large enough to go around, try using 2 like I did with these bibs on the top tier. Anytime you want to give baby socks, rolling them into little roses like this looks lovely. Socks with frills work especially well for this. Roll the baby washers firmly so that when you tuck in the end, the roll will stay in position. Find the centre beginning and pull up a little wick or flame. Look at your assortment of gifts and experiment to find an arrangement that is pleasing. Naturally it will change each time depending on what kinds of presents you've been able to get. This all looks very straightforward in the video, but I can assure you I did a lot of fiddling around the first time to figure out what I liked the look of. This is a little wrist toy. Can be a little rattle or just a little soft toy. And this is a finger puppet. I temporarily pull out nappies to make room for the large items. If you can't squeeze them back in, don't worry, no one's counting. Sometimes you'll find that there is enough of a gap that you can just squeeze the item in, twist it around if you need to, reposition things, and you're in business. This is a pacifier. This is a baby's teether. And these are some more nappy pins. The large wooden spoon is used to pin the top two tiers together. Keep it at the back of the top tier to make room for your top decoration. It is then used to hold a sign. I use a baby on board sign, but you could make one up with whatever greeting you wish. A pram or cot toy slung across the front looks really good, but you could use other things or even tie it up with a big ribbon and bow if you can't find something like this instead. If you know that the baby is going to be a boy or a girl, it's quite good if you can to colour coordinate the cake. If you don't know what it's going to be, just go mad on colour. Babies love colour. The recipe for a cake similar to this one can be found on my website, megan.cc.